Hello guys, Aromagic is here. Listen, I have a stupid amount of fragrances and these are the longest lasting, the strongest perfumes I own in my collection. We have 3 designer, 3 niche and 4 clones or cheap fragrances. So we have something for every budget, every mood, every single person watching this video. So if your scent taps out usually by lunchtime, this list will fix that. Before we start, like the video, drop a comment with your strongest, longest lasting perfume and don't forget to subscribe. Ready? Let's count down from 10 to 1. So we start the list with some niche bangers. This is Carlisle from Parfums de Marly. Dark, rich, mysterious and persistent. This is how I would describe this one. Smooth, spicy apple up top and then some sweetness coming in the dry down. This shit lasts for 12-14 hours minimum, so be careful with spraying. Best for fall, winter, evenings out, classy, confident, mysterious. This is the type of fragrances a gentleman would wear in a very classy event. Compliment factor is sky high. People will notice you, will smell you and will compliment you wearing this. Out of Parfums de Marly I have and I own almost 9 of them, this is the strongest and longest lasting one. It's also a bit occasional, means that you cannot wear this anytime or anywhere. The quality here is unmistakable. Very good quality with a great projection and longevity. The only downside here is the price. You need to pay more than 300 bucks for this one. Next we have another niche banger. This is Maison Crivelli Cuir Infrarouge. So if you're familiar with the Ombre Nomade from Louis Vuitton or even from Maison Crivelli, the Oud Maracuja, this is another style of that scent DNA. Think soft leather warmed up with some sweetness coming from the raspberry. It's modern, a little daring, and feels like a leather jacket in a fragrance form. This shit on my skin hangs for ages. 12, 14, 16 hours of longevity. Even after shower, this remains persistent and you can still smell it. Best for cold evenings, fall, winter. I don't recommend this in the summer heat. So this is creative without being weird. So people will notice you, will smell you and will definitely compliment you wearing this. So if you want this wood, leathery, sweet fragrance that lasts for ages and projects like crazy, try this out. All right, at number 8, this is also a niche fragrance, even though it's on the cheaper side, but it's really hard to get it, at least in Europe, UK, I think US also. This is Gissa Imperial Valley. So this one is really hyped everywhere. TikTok, Instagram, every content creator is talking about this one. So I had the chance to grab one, a used one. Who cares? And let me tell you that this one is one of the strongest, longest lasting fragrances I've ever used and tried. And I've tried more than thousands of fragrances. This shit lasts for 18 hours, even more. You shower, you go out, you do whatever you want, and this remains persistent. This won't leave you. As simple as that. Go easy with sprayer. So the scent DNA is, I would describe this. This is something citrusy, fresh, but made for a Middle Eastern Emirati prince. So it has this freshness and woodiness coming, but also it's bold. It has some wood, a hint of smoke. So it's clean enough to feel put together, but bold and loud enough to make a statement. So if you want to be noticed 5 minutes before you enter the room, try this out. As simple as that. This also has this compliment factor. People will smell you, will wonder what are you wearing, because the scent DNA is very unique. I didn't smell anything similar to this one. I don't know if there is some dupe of that, but the quality, performance, the juice, the bottle, the size, everything is 10 out of 10 for this fragrance. All right, enough with the niche. Now we have 3 designers and we start with Boss Bottled Absolute. So this takes the classic apple cinnamon idea but makes it more refined, more mysterious and more masculine. So this shade is deeper, stronger and lasts longer than any Boss Bottle. So I get workday to evening timeline for this one. So on me it pushes 10-12 hours of longevity, a very good projection the first 2-3 hours, so people will notice you, will compliment you. It's built for cold weather and those date evenings, nights when you want something bold, mysterious, but at the same time elegant and expensive. Not the price though, but the quality and the juice smells expensive. I remember I gifted this to my friend for his wedding and he kept telling me that he got a lot of compliments wearing this one. So try it out. It's a compliment machine, long-lasting designer fragrance. So before moving on, if you're enjoying this, hit like and subscribe, and let's keep going with the other 2 designer fragrances. Another designer banger. This is Stronger With You Parfum, a 2025 release, so it's a new release. I had the chance to try this days and days, and I can say this is the strongest Stronger With You flanker. So I have Intensely, Absolutely, Sandalwood, and this is by far the strongest one. It's sweet, seductive, smooth, and more refined than the other flankers. I prefer this to a little spice up on top, then a creamy nutty vanilla in the heart, which gives it this masculine, bold, refined edge. On me, this pushes 12-14 hours of longevity easily, even more. On clothes, we're talking about days. So if you compare this to the other flankers, the Intensely, Absolutely, this is a more refined and more masculine version of that, which I can find more suitable for office and work. Those are a bit more playful. If you want something sweet, playful, and long-lasting, also those are the choices you need. But if you want the strongest flanker out of those, the Parfum is your best bet here. Halfway through. At number 5, Dior Sauvage Elixir. Forget about the Dior Sauvage, the classical one, the EDT, EDP. I don't like those, but this one is different. This is Sauvage in final boss mode. Bold spice, dark woods, and a clean backbone that feels powerful and clean at the same time. Performance is nuclear. I've got the first batches. I don't know how the newest batches are performing, but for me this lasts for 12-14 hours minimum with a crazy projection the first 3-4 hours. To be honest with you, I've got some coworkers annoyed with the scent because it was too loud and I somehow oversprayed that time, but since then I only do 2 sprays, each on my side of neck, and that's it. You don't need more than that. It will project heavily for the first 2-3 hours. It's not the one for small room office, but rather for outdoors evenings and events and cold weather and winter days. The type of compliments I get wearing this is something like, this smells masculine, this smells serious, this is an unforgettable scent. This kind of compliments you will get wearing Dior Sauvage Elixir. As I said, I'm not a fan of Dior Sauvage EDT, EDP, Parfum or whatsoever, but this is another level of Dior Sauvage. Alright, to the last 4 now. And we're entering the clone cheap fragrances territory. We start with Club de Nuit from Armaf. This is the Eau de Parfum version. In my opinion, the Eau de Parfum is the strongest one. I've tried all of them. I have the limited edition, the EDT. This is a good mix and combination between scent and performance. The scent is a bit harsh for the first 5-10 minutes, but skip that part and you will enjoy a very good, well done clone of Creed Aventus. Bright citrus, apple up top, smoky woods underneath, and the beast mode fragrance. This is what you will get paying $40 for Armaf Club de Nuit Eau de Parfum. So as I said, this is the famous Aventus dupe Saint DNA, but made loud and lasts longer. On me, it's all day. I mean all day. 12, 14, 16 hours of longevity on clothes for days, 2-3 days. You can smell this, you can still detect this. The good thing about this is that it works all year round. So you can wear this to office, work, dates, spring, summer, evenings, date outs, anytime, anywhere. It's super versatile, dirty cheap, a good performer. It has that compliment factor. To be honest, you can go with any Armaf Club de Nuit Intense flanker. For me, I prefer the limited edition for this smooth scent DNA, but if I want something loud and strong, I would go with the EDP version. Alright, to the top 3 now. This is Ministry of Oud Oud Satin. As the name states, this is obviously a clone of Oud Satin Mood from Maison Francis Kurkdjian. But the difference is you would pay only $20 for this one instead of $200-300 for the Oud Satin Mood. And honestly, don't be fooled by the price. The juice here is niche. If you spray Oud Satin Mood on one hand and this Ministry of Oud on the other hand, you won't detect any difference. It's like 95 to 98% similar. It lasts longer maybe than the original. I know that the original is a beast mode, but this shit lasts for 18+ hours on skin. I only do 2-3 sprays. I can still smell this the next day. The scent DNA is so gorgeous. This rose wood combination, well done. You won't feel any synthetic edge or anything similar to that. No, it's well done. The quality is top notch. Performance is crazy, and the price is $18, $20 for 100 ml of this. Man, it's a steal. Alright, the next 2 are no exception. 12, 14, 16+ hours of longevity. At number 2, we have Maison Alhambra Smoky Touch. This is a clone of Tuscan's Leather from Tom Ford. A $300 niche fragrance or designer fragrance, whatever. This will cost you only $15 to $20. It's a banger, it's a steal. The quality of the juice is really incredible. It's amazing. It lasts long. Smooth leather with a soft, fruity saffron glow. This smells like a premium car interior. This leather you can smell on those luxury cars. It's bold, long-lasting, and leaves a very nice trail. So obviously this is well suited for fall, winter. Whenever you wear a leather jacket, you combine it with this fragrance and compliments will get to you like crazy. This shit will turn head, will get you a compliment, will last long, and will cost you only 80 to 20 bucks. Smoky Touch from Maison Alhambra. Right, at number 1, if you've been following my channel, TikTok, Instagram, and by the way, don't forget to hit that subscribe button on YouTube, to follow me on Instagram, TikTok. I post daily content, daily reels, shorts on YouTube also. So if you've been watching me the last few months, you know what number 1 will be. Afnan Supremacy Collector's Edition. For me, to make it simple, this is the best fragrance you can get for under 50 bucks. Forget about it being a clone of Aventus Absolu. We know that, but this is one of the rarest 10 out of 10 fragrances. In terms of scent DNA, quality is top notch. Performance, we're talking about 14-16 hours of longevity, crazy projection the first 3-4 hours, bottle design, everything. Only for 14-15 bucks. Guys, believe me, I'm not getting paid to promote this. I wish, because the number of times I've been talking about this shit is uncountable. But I want to recommend something great for you, and this is the one you need to get. For me, this is better version of the Armaf Club de Nuit Précieux. That other one is really great, but if you want something closer to the Aventus Absolu DNA, this one is the best bet you can get right now. I recommended this to 2 of my friends. One of them I met past month, and he was wearing this continuously, day after day. And I kept complimenting him and saying, man, what are you wearing? I didn't recognize this. The dry down is a bit different from the opening. It's sweet, sexy, seductive. And he told me that he got tons of compliments, and this is his most complimented fragrance ever. By the way, he has some niche, designer, he has Pacific Chill, he has everything, but this one is his most complimented fragrance ever. So if you want that fresh, at the same time sexy, seductive fragrance, go with this one. You won't regret it. These are my top 10 longest lasting fragrances. For every budget, you have something here. From niche to designer to dupe to the cheap clone fragrances. If you like this video, please like and hit that subscribe button. A lot of videos are coming in the next days. Don't forget to stay fresh, fragrant, and see you in the next time.